children, welcome back to our biology video class. Previous class we have studied the structure of anther or microsporangium. Today we can study microsporogenesis and the structure of pollen grain. Microsporogenesis is the process of formation of microspores from microspore mother cell through meiosis or reduction division inside microsporangium. That process is called microsporogenesis. The microspore mother cells, or otherwise called pollen mother cell, they are present in each microsporangium which will undergo meiosis that result into the formation of 4 microspores. Each microspore mother cell gives rise to 4 microspores. Initially, these 4 microspores are arranged in a cluster which is known as microspore tetrad. Later, it will separate and each microspore is converted to pollen grains. Listen this question. A bilobed dithecous anther has 100 microspore mother cell per microsporangium. How many male gametophyte this can produce? See here, the anther is bilobed. Here you can see the 2 lobes. Bilobed means it consists of 4 theca or 4 microsporangium. And the question says that in each microsporangium, 100 microspore mother cells are present. In each microsporangium, here we can see 100 microspore mother cell. Likewise, in each microsporangium, there we can see 100 microspore mother cells are present. So the question is, how many male gametophytes this can produce? From each microspore mother cell, it will undergo reduction division. Each microspore mother cell gives 4 microspores or pollen grains. As there are 100 microspore mother cells are present in each microsporangium will produces 400 microspores or pollen grains. Each microsporangium produces 400 microspores or pollen grains. So total 400 into 4, 1600 microspores or pollen grains or male gametophytes are produced. Next we can study about pollen grain. Microspores develops into pollen grains. Pollen grains are otherwise called male gametophyte. What do you mean by gametophyte? That you know, the structure which bears gametes are called gametophyte. As pollen grains carries the male gametes, it is called male gametophytes. It is haploid. Why it is haploid? Because it is produced by the meiosis of or reduction division which occurs to microspore mother cell inside the pollen sac. Generally, pollen grains are spherical, measuring about 25 to 50 micrometer in diameter. It has 2 layered wall. Outer layer is called exine, which is made up of sporopollenin, and the inner layer is called intale. Then comes the significance of sporopollenin. It is the most resistant organic material as it can withstand high temperature, strong acids and alkali. Thus, the pollen are preserved as fossils. Why the pollen are preserved as fossils? Due to the presence of sporopollenin. Pollen grain have a prominent distal aperture called germ pores, where sporopollenin is absent. Through germ pores, pollen tube growth occurs. The inner layer is called intane. It is a thin layer and chiefly composed of cellulose and pectin. A mature pollen grain have 2 cells. A large vegetative cell, which is otherwise called tube cell, and a small generative cell. The vegetative cell is larger and has abundant reserve food material and a large nucleus which is irregular in shape, while the generative cell is smaller, spindle shaped and float in the cytoplasm of vegetative cell. Actually, a generative cell or nucleus is considered as the male gamete. This nucleus will divide and form male gametes. The function of vegetative cell is to give nourishment to the pollen grain. The nucleus inside vegetative cell is called vegetative nucleus or tube nucleus, and the nucleus inside generative cell is called generative nucleus. Around 60% of angiosperms, pollen grains are shed at a two-celled stage. In that two-celled stage, a pollen should consist of one vegetative cell and a small generative cell. But in the remaining species, the generative cell divides mitotically to give rise to two male gametes. In that condition, the pollen should consist of three cells. What are the three cells? One vegetative cell and two male gametes. Next, we can discuss the advantages and disadvantages of pollen grains. Pollen grains are rich in nutrients. In Western countries, a large number of pollen products are in the form of tablets and syrups. Consumption of pollen increases the performance of athletes and racehorses. Then comes the disadvantages of pollen grains. Pollen grains of many species causes severe allergies and bronchial afflictions in some people, often leading to chronic respiratory disorders like asthma and bronchitis. An example for the plant species which causes pollen allergy is Parthenium, otherwise it is called a carrot grass. Okay, we can summarize the whole topic. We are discussing with the microspores, microsporogenesis. Here you can see the structure of anther. It consists of 4 wall layers: epidermis, endothecium, middle layer, tapetum. Outermost 3 layers are meant for protection. Innermost layer is giving nourishment. And inside each microsporangium, there we can see numerous microspore mother cell or pollen mother cells are present. Inside this microsporangium, each microspores will undergo a reduction division or meiosis, and that leads to the formation of 4 microspores. Initially, these microspores are arranged as a tetrad form, and later it will split and each one becomes each functional microspore. Microspore later develops into pollen grain, and it will comes out from the anther by the dehiscence of anther. There you can see a line of dehiscence through which the anther wall will break and the pollen grain will comes out. Development of microspores into pollen grain that takes place inside the anther itself. Microspore is a single cell structure, while pollen grain consists of 2 cells. A large vegetative cell consists of vegetative nucleus and a small spindle shaped generative cell which consists of generative nucleus. And it has 2 outer wall layers. Outermost layer is called exine, inner layer is called intine. Exine is composed of sporopollenin. We have discussed the advantages of sporopollenin. And intine consists of cellulose and pectin. Usually the pollen will shed at a 2-celled stage, but in some species the generative nucleus will undergo division and leads to a formation of 2 male gametes. And in that condition, the pollen will consist of 3 cells. When this pollen becomes mature, it will comes out from the anther by the dehiscence of anther. The anther wall will break, and that process is called dehiscence, and the pollen grains are released out. Here you can see the release of pollen grains from a mature anther. Dear children, carefully listen this video and read your textbook 2-3 times and answer to the questions that I have sent as PDF. Hope you understood all these things. Thank you.